Hello and welcome to part 14 of this web design tutorial for teens. Now we're going to start learning JavaScript. So JavaScript will really help us use some logic inside of our HTML page so it can look more user friendly and be more fun to use. So the first thing that we're going to do is use an HTML tag called script. So we're going to type script and then close it. And then inside of these two tags is the only place that we can type JavaScript scripts. It's the only place we can program in our HTML file. So what we're going to do first is type console.log, and then we're going to type any type of text that we want. And when we write text, we have to put it in between these two quotations. So let's say we want to type hello world. If we save our document and then go back into our website and then right click and then click inspect, and then we click console. Now inside of our console, if we refresh, we can see that there's a log that says hello world. So that's how we can type messages inside of our console using JavaScript. We use console.log. We can also create variables or objects. So the way that we create the first way that we can create a variable is by putting it inside of an object. So the first thing that we're going to do is create an object. So we're going to type const, and then let's say name. And then inside of that, or actually we're going to type const person equals and then brackets. So this object is called a person. It's called person. So we're going to just type, the first thing that a person has is a name. And then inside of that, we're going to type first name. So we're going to type fname for first name. And then you can actually call these whatever you want. These are variables. So we're going to type Ephraim. So this is a variable. You can give a variable and an object whatever type of name that you want. And then the word before it is what type of object it is. So the first thing that we're going to type is fname, and then Ephraim, and then we're going to type lname. And then we're going to type Adunya. And then we're going to type, just to do it, we're going to type, just to add some more objects or variables, we're going to type grade and then A. So now, if we save, and then we can go into our console.log, and then instead of logging hello world, we're going to log person. And then we'll add a semicolon and a semicolon over there. Now if we save and then go back and then refresh our page, we can see that the JavaScript has logged all of our data, fname, lname, and grade. So the next thing that we want to do is, what if we only want first name? To do that, we type person and then dot, and then you see they already come up as suggestions. We type fname. Now if we save and then refresh our page, only Ephraim is logged. Another thing that we can do is add strings to each other. Let's say we want to put fname, we want to put fname together. So to do that, we do type plus and then add a space, or actually we would type plus and then person dot lname. There we go. Now if we save and then refresh our page, you see that it types Ephraim Adunya, but there's no space. This is because we didn't specify a space in between it. To add a space, we can type quotations and then add a space and then add another addition symbol. Now if we save and then refresh our page, we see that there's now a space in between Ephraim and Adunya. Another thing that we can add is age and then 13. Now if we type plus and then space, and then if we type person dot age and then save, and then go back into our HTML page, and then refresh, we can see that it says 13. So feel free to experiment with this. Like, we can even, inside of these quotations, we can write whatever we want. So we can type age, and then a colon, and then space, and then save it, and then refresh our page. Then we can see that it adds the age. Another thing that we can do is, let's say we type, before our person, we type, my name is, and then we type I'm, and then refresh. This happens. We can see that it says my name is Ephraim Adunya, I'm 13. We can also, instead of using double quotes, we can use single quotes. But you see, a problem happens because when we use single quotes, it's automatically canceled out by this other apostrophe in between the I and the M to make I'm. So to solve this, we just add a slash in front of it to specify that the next character is going to be a single quote, is going to be an apostrophe, so you don't have to worry about it. Now if we save and then refresh our page, we see that it's all fixed. Thank you for watching. This has been part 14 of this web design tutorial. Please stay tuned.